What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another episode of the Fitness Lab podcast on my channel. I hope you enjoy this episode. I'm going to tell you a small bit about me. I'm 18. I'm a very young bodybuilder right now. Only been in the game for like 2 years now, 3 years. And I just want to make this channel to put out content for you guys. My guest today, as you can see, is the one and only, the Mass Monster, one of them from Mass Discussion Podcast. Josh, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm not a mass monster, though. The other boys are big. I'm just, like, pretty. It's true.
Man. You good?
Yeah, I'm fucking great, man. I'm magical. I'm always fucking great. You gotta be great.
Have to be happy. Good vibes.
Always, man. You gotta be fucking happy. Nice about being happy, man. What about you? How are you, man?
Good. Good, man.
I'd put my hat on the same way as you because I feel left out right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good now.
Good, man. I'm glad.
Back into place. As if some of you don't know, he's my coach.
So, yes, I coach this man, young man, person, human.
So
he's like a mini me.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to mold you into being me, but better than me. That's the goal.
That's the goal. That is a good goal.
And I'm fucking awesome. So imagine being better than me. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, let's just get started with the questions. I've got.
Let's go, man.
And I'll just work my way through them. First question
Yeah.
is, before you began this career path, do you see yourself in any other industry? Or do you always see yourself in this industry?
I would say I always saw myself in this industry. I mean, when I was younger growing up, like my old man was like an amateur bodybuilder, and I always used to like emulate him to an extent. And, you know, it was always like, even when I was little, I was like trying to portray this big, hard person because my old man was like a big, hard guy. You know, he was big. He went to the gym. He was like a bouncer, and he's just hard and big and trained, and he was great. And he posed, and he was a bodybuilder. So I always kind of saw myself going down that road. But then I was really into art. I was into loads of different shit when I was young, like growing up, and I'd always do stupid shit as well. Like I was really funny.
Yeah.
Like, so my parents and like my family thought I would end up being like a comedian or a stand-up because I was always entertaining everyone.
Yeah.
But now I kind of do that on this platform because I'm like a really good bodybuilder, but I like to be not too serious and not take myself serious and make people have fun and have a laugh and have a good time at the same time. Yeah. Like bodybuilding is very serious, and I try and find the funny side of it.
Yeah.
But ever since, sorry to interrupt you, but ever since I like stepped into a gym and actually got a gym membership, I was like, yep, this is what I'm doing. I'm done. This is it. I'm going forward. Like I'd be in school and the teachers would be like, so what are your career paths? What do you know? And you have one person going like, I want to go to uni and study this. I want to go to college and study this. And I'd be like, I'm going to be a bodybuilder. And she was like, that's not a real career. Like, be real. And I was like, watch me. Like, and then I'd end up having to go at them because I was very intelligent. I'd be like, the problem is you don't understand because you're stuck in a shitty career as a teacher. You got to deal with people like me who are going to have a better life than you. That would be my like answer to them because I knew what I was going to do, you know? So I always kind of knew I would be sort of a bodybuilder. That would be like my career. I didn't end like, now I coach, that's my full-time job, and it has to do with the career path I've chosen. But I always just saw myself just being a bodybuilder. And that was like, I owned a gym at 17, built a gym at 16 with my old man, owned it at 17, done, had that till I was like 20, 21, and then just come back from Spain to the UK and just went into competing then because I met my old coach and it was like time to compete. And ever since I started competing, man, it's been like, yep, I'm going to be a pro. That's it. That's my goal.
That teacher must feel so shit right now.
Mate, honestly, do you know what it is, all right? So that same teacher, she kicked me out of school because I didn't like her class because I didn't like her, and I didn't like what she was teaching. She was teaching biology. I fucking love biology, by the way. I'm super curious, all right? But she was a fucking cunt, and she didn't like me. So I always used to say to her, because I was in shape. I was like one of the only kids that was in shape because I went to the gym so young. I would say to her, "You don't like me because I'm in shape and you're fat." That's like what I would. I like taunt her, you know. I was like, "You're not happy with your life. I know what I'm doing with mine. I am God. You are shit." Wow. And in the end, she failed me. And it went because I was in Spanish school. If you fail, just like in Portugal where you are, if you fail at the subject, you're held back a year.
Yeah.
So I could have potentially been held back a year. But she actually said, "I don't want to see you ever again. I don't want to see you. So I'm passing you. Like, you failed, but you're fucking gone." And I was like, "Thank you so much." I got her flowers. I give her a hug. I was like, thanks to her, man, I was able to get out of school and start doing what the fuck I wanted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was lucky she didn't hold you back. That would have been rough.
Legit, man. I don't know. God, it would be very different, I think. Or I probably just wouldn't have gone to school.
No?
Probably not. Because, like, I knew that was my last year in school. Like, I was done after that. I wasn't going back to school. I did end up going to do a course, which is an outdoors pursuits course, which I was, like, hiking and mountain biking, kayak instructor, horse riding instructor. But they also covered a lot of, like, anatomy and physiology and the human body. So I really interested in it. I did that for, like, 10 months. Got that. And then I started working on the gym. But yeah, if it hadn't been for that, fuck knows where I'd be now, man. I probably just would have been a school dropout. Because I did finish school, I just never carried on. But if she had held me back, I'd have probably dropped out of school and become a bodybuilder anyway and still been as fucking great as I am now.
That's true. It's worked out. It's worked out.
It always does, man.
Going back to you talking about your...
I told you, man, if you ask me a question, it will go. Like, I can make one question into an hour of different topics. So you have to, like, if you need to stop me and be like, right, let's read it back a bit, do it. Because I get carried away, man. I love talking.
Going back to when you said, like, your the way you're looked on Instagram, did you, when you started your account, did you go from, like, thinking I'm going to be, you know, like on the story, I wake up, I eat this or that, or did you want to be different and do funny videos and make people laugh and be interested of when they were watching you?
I never planned to do anything the way I do it. I'm a very real and honest person, and I just do me. Like, this is me all the time. What you see is what you get. I don't put a show on for people. I don't go, "What's up, motherfuckers?" And then in reality, when you meet me, I'm like, hi. It's not a persona.
Yeah.
It's how I am all the time. Like, I mean, you've met me in person. You know what I'm like.
Yeah, it's the same.
You know, I'm very much like, "What up, bro?"
Yeah.
Like,
True.
I'm not like, hi. I don't have that. Where I see a lot of people who have, like, this online personality, and then in person they're different, which is fine. That's fine. Some people find it easier to, you know, be big and and like loud behind a camera, and then when they went around people, they struggle a bit more and they're, like, a bit more shut off, and they're like, "Ooh, I don't know these people. I'm not gonna be full on. I need to suss them out." Whereas I'm just like, "Whatever, what up, bro?" And I'm just me. And when I started, I just didn't. When I started, like, Instagram and shit like that, it's all for me. It's always been for me. And then as I got more followers, like, it's just really nice to have a good impact on people's lives. I don't care if people like me or dislike me. I just like the fact that some people look to me for inspiration, and that motivates me to do more, to help inspire these people to be more.
Yeah.
You know, by just being me.
100%.
Which I think is a very important thing, is just to be your true self and have your own identity and be known as you, not known as a copy of someone or known as that guy that's like so-and-so. Like, you want to be known as Joshua KINSEY CLOUGH, the majestic cunt, who is Joshua Kinsey Clough, the majestic cunt, who isn't like anyone else. He's just like himself. And
Yeah.
he's so himself that he's just himself.
Yeah.
You know? And that's just always the way I've been, really, to be honest.
Because I think most people are curious, is that we've spoken about this, obviously, off screen, is that will you change your personality if you become pro, or when you become pro in the future? Will you?
Fuck no, man. Fuck no. You should never I mean, if anyone who strives to be great, I mean, you always have to remain humble. You know, it's like, I say this to people all the time. Like, and I've said this to you even, you know, how much I appreciate you, like, confiding me as a coach, not only as a coach, but you're like you're the inspiration I give you.
Yeah.
It inspires me to do more, because without the people to inspire, then I wouldn't be who I am. I would just be me with no one to inspire, which isn't a problem, but it helps you grow.
Yeah.
And you have to appreciate the people that were there helping you move forwards when no one else gave a fuck. And if you get to the top and you end up with 1 million people that love you, or 10 million, and you start blanking people because you think you're better, then you are just a fucking cunt, and you do not deserve to be in that position. Because anyone who makes it and gets there and is seen as someone that's other than just a normal person because they're great, they've achieved something that not many people can, they have a lot of responsibility, I think, and they have to give back. You have to give back. If someone messages you, you fucking message them back. If someone pays you a compliment, you say thank you. You don't just go, whatever, I'm better than you, I don't need to answer you. That's fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah.
You still got to be a humble human being, whether you're at the top or not. So regardless of where I get in my career as a bodybuilder and in life in general, and how many people love me or hate me, it doesn't matter if I've got 8,000 followers or 8 million followers. I'm still going to be the same motherfucker. And that ain't going to change. And I'll still talk about the shit that I want to talk about. And I'll still do the shit I want to do. You know?
I think that's something that a lot of athletes don't do anymore. It's very closed.
I mean, one thing I will say, which obviously, like, I do get a lot of messages every day, almost every day, a lot of them. And sometimes when you got to deal with life and other things, clients, business, your own training, your food, etc., etc., sometimes you can get a bit caught up, and you're like, fuck, and you can miss some messages, for example. And I can understand, and that's me with I'm small time, man. I'm very small time. So like someone who's got a massive following and massive reach, I understand if they don't have the ability to get back to everyone that messages them. Because imagine if you had 100,000 people messaging you every week. Like, that's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
You know?
At that point,
But
you wouldn't say, because it'd be too many people. If you had 100,000 DMs, you would just leave it, because
of course,
you open one, you have to open all of them.
exactly, man. But your persona shouldn't ever be that of a superior being. You should always remain grounded and humble, regardless of how good you are.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and anyone can be in anyone's position if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Given their genetic potential as well, obviously, something to factor into it.
Yeah.
However, it doesn't matter if you're Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Flex Lewis, fucking Tom Cruise, Morgan Freeman, you know, all these great people in their different areas. If you bumped into them on the street and they tell you to fuck off, maybe they're having a bad day. But if they tell everyone to fuck off and they don't give people their time, I think that's a bit shit.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not the right way. If you're looked up to somebody, if people look up to you.
Because you are where you are thanks to these people. The only way you ever get anywhere in life is by having people behind you.
Yeah.
Because without a reach, you know, it's like, for example, if I didn't affect it, if I had no impact on anyone's lives, what would be the point of me being a strong athlete? Because the reality is, this is a business, and they get business from me by the people that whose lives I impact in some way, whether it's this much or this much. You know, so to get to the top in any area and to make it as a successful person. Again, success, you can define it in many different ways. Being a millionaire and being a top actor or bodybuilder doesn't make you a success unless that's what success means to you.
Yeah.
But if you make it there, then you have to acknowledge the fact that without everyone that loves you, you wouldn't fucking be there. So you have to give back in that sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I see where you're coming from 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep moving on with these questions because
again, I just go off on one, man. I'm sorry.
all good. For your as now we've been into COVID-19 and it's still going on, as your plans were for 2021 to get your pro card, have plans changed or will 2021 still go ahead?
I still got my pro card next year. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that will still.
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, no. If I want to, I will. However, I do have plans to travel.
Yeah.
And once lockdown lifts completely and borders reopen, I do intend on traveling, and put in all my efforts into my coaching business. So predominantly coaching, travel the world while I do that, and then bodybuild on the side and try and grow.
Yeah.
And if that's doable and I can make the necessary progress while I'm doing that, then yeah. And if I feel like I can't progress enough because the traveling stops it, then I'll travel for a bit and then I'll settle somewhere and then I'll do the bodybuild thing again and turn pro.
Yeah.
I'm in no rush. I have no rush.
Because with like the whole thing with like people that I've spoken to on text and they've said to, like I've said to them that, do you think bodybuilding can be as a side to as a business? And they were just like, outright, no, it can't be used as, it has to be your full-time 100% every day.
I beg to differ.
Nothing
because because this comes down to the genetic potential of each individual as well.
Yeah.
It's like I'm aware that I have the ability to make more progress living like a rock star than some people can make being 100% committed to bodybuilding.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't abuse that. It's not like it doesn't mean I'm better or worse, but I don't like living that 100% bodybuilding lifestyle. It doesn't fulfill me. It doesn't make me happy. Like I'll give you 1,000,000% on prep. Like prep, everything is to the gram. Everything is fucking anal. My days are done based on bodybuilding. Whereas off season, I'll go through a stint where I'm very meticulous, but then I need a bit of a break, man. And I just go and enjoy myself.
Yeah.
You know, because life's there to be enjoyed. It's like if someone said to me, if you dedicate your entire life for the next 5 years to bodybuilding, and that's all you do is bodybuild, everything else, you forget it. You sacrifice every other part of your life that you enjoy for bodybuilding, and you will be Mr. Olympia. My reply to that would be, what if I die in 3? Because I won't have had a happy 3 years and I'd be dead. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I like to live a little. Bodybuilding is my passion, but it's not my entire life.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just me as an individual.
Yeah.
However, if the day came where I was like, right, I'm turning pro now and I'm getting to the Olympia, then I'd probably knuckle down for a couple of years and then do that thing, get to the Olympia, and then probably stop bodybuilding. Yeah,
because that's something we spoke about as well, is that you have other goals than bodybuilding as well.
Life is just about experiences, man. And I mean, I wouldn't want to repeat the same experience over and over and over until the day I die. That's a very monotonous life.
Yeah.
It's like before I die, before I get to the point where I'm unable to like live life to the fullest anymore, I would like to be like 50 years of age and go, I was a pro bodybuilder, got to the Olympia. I was a triathlete and I completed 3 Ironmans. I've climbed the what was it, 7 peaks of the world, or 6, however many there may be. I visited every continent. I was also a professional fighter. Like, that's how I see my life going. Not, I was a bodybuilder. I was just a bodybuilder. And all I am is now an ex-bodybuilder.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do it all, because why the fuck not?
Yeah, I think that's a good way of looking at life as well.
Because the reality is, like, people see life as this mono thing where, like, right, choose your career, that's your career, and then you do that until you die. What? You fucking telling me that for the next fucking 50 years of my life, I've got to do one thing? Fuck that noise, man. Life, people see life as this big thing that's like 70, 80 years. I see life as moments and experiences.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't lived if I die when I'm 70, I wouldn't go, I've lived 70 years of life. Yeah, of course you've lived 70 years of life, but within those 70 years, I've lived 1,000 different experiences, and I've viewed life and experienced life from 1,000 different perspectives, when most people just see it from one.
Yeah.
You know, I have a very broad sort of like and kind of intricate understanding of life, which is quite different to some people. But I'm just like, I can do whatever the fuck I want because I'm willing to.
Yeah. Like, I think at your level, and the way people are, you're getting a lot of attention from people now. And is that if you had the gym, would you would you put the time in, or would you still live the life how you did before the gym's closed to get to where you needed to be?
If gyms hadn't closed,
Yeah, like, would you have put in the 100%, on your off season, like your prep? Would you ever have that mindset?
the goal now, my goal now, until I can travel, is once gyms open, which is hopefully the 4th of July, is that's it, knuckle down 100%.
Straight away.
And in 3-4 months, I'll make a year's worth of progress.
Yeah.
I know I have the ability to do that. I know I can, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like the thought of that now, it's like I've had a break now. Like, I've chilled. I've enjoyed myself. I've trained what I can. I've done the basics. We've spoken about this. My training's been very basic. I've been doing rows, squats, deadlifts, bench press. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I've been doing. And now I've been about, I've been to see friends, I've fucked about here, I've fucked about there, I've had some food, I've gone out, missed 3 meals to go and get high with my mate and swim in the fucking sea. Like, I've done it all. I've done that.
Yeah.
And now I've had enough of that. Now I'm ready to come back into my routine and be the best bodybuilder I can be for the foreseeable. And maybe I won't travel this year. That's my plan, but my plans can fucking change.
Yeah.
You know, I might go back to the gym on the 4th. I might have 3-4 months of incredible progress and go, fuck it. Pro card November, done.
Oh.
You know, so I'm a very versatile person, man. I don't make, it's like, even when we were trying to plan this podcast,
Yeah.
and you were like, when you free? And I'm like, I don't want to commit to a day and a time, because if I say Wednesday, like, I knew today I'd be free around 12. I was like, I'm going to commit to that. But I said, ask me on Monday, because if I can't be fucked and I don't want to, then I won't.
Yeah.
You know, I don't plan things, because if the time comes to do them and I don't want to do them, then I don't want to be the guy that's canceling.
Yeah.
But I will be, because I won't do things I don't want to do at that given time.
Yeah.
So the same comes with traveling and competing and all this. I have an idea of what I want to do, but however that happens will be fucking trivial until it happens.
Yeah.
You know? It's kind of how I live my life.
Just like on the edge.
Just not too many. I don't make too many plans.
Yeah.
I don't make too many plans. I think I act in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, if I woke up this morning And obviously I can't because lockdown, but if borders were open and I woke up one morning and I go, I want to go to Asia, I'd probably book a flight for that evening or the next day to go to Asia.
Really, that soon? Or you're just like...
Yeah, that's how spontaneous I live, because I think, why leave for tomorrow what I can do today?
Yeah.
You know, I don't have any ties. I don't have any, you know, I have a business that is mainly all online. I have the ability to interact with my clients wherever I can, wherever I am in the world. Obviously time differences and so on, but I have no restrictions in terms of things that are holding me back.
Yeah.
And at 25, I don't think you need those things anyway, because you should be able to just live however you want, whenever you want.
Yeah. Just have, yeah, like an open mind.
Very, very open mind. Again, I hope I'm not going too far off the like subject you want to. This is kind of like my insight into life, and maybe some people will listen and go, fuck, wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
But so fucking cool. I want a bit of that, because I encourage people to do this, man. I encourage people to fucking, you know, like, I'm the type of person that if I'm in a group of people and we're all talking and someone goes, God, it'd be amazing to wake up tomorrow in China, I'm the guy that the next day rings and goes, what's happening, bro? And he goes, yo, where are you? And I go, I'm in China. And yeah, it was incredible to wake up here today. And he goes, fuck, what? How do you do that? I'm a person of action. I act, then I think.
Yeah.
I'll think about it before. Don't get me wrong. I don't act fucking without any thought whatsoever. I'm very calculated with everything I do.
Yeah.
But I'm super spontaneous. And I think, fuck it. What have I got to lose?
Just whatever happens, you're just you're in the moment. You live in the moment, not in the
people. People get held back from in life by the fear of the unknown scares them.
Yeah.
But the reality is, the unknown can be as positive as it can be negative. But everyone looks at the negative outcome. They go, "What if I do this and it doesn't work? What if you do it and it does? Like, why are you looking at glass half empty? Why didn't you see glass half full?"
Yeah.
You know, when I started my coaching business, I literally went from, I was working in a warehouse and I was like, I'm going to quit my job today. And then that same day they fired me, by the way, because I didn't fucking give a fuck. And then I was like, right, I'm going to start coaching. And obviously I had a British title under my belt. I had a bit of a, you know, I'd had a really successful career, really successful year in bodybuilding. I built up a bit of a personality on socials for people to kind of want to work with me and so on. And obviously I know what the fuck I'm talking about as well, which helps massively.
Yeah.
But my old man was like, and what are you going to do for a job? And I was like, this is going to be my job. And he's like, but you can't just say that. And I was like, watch. And within a month, I was like, I'm making decent money.
Yeah.
You know, you fucking make it happen in life, man. Don't wait around. Just fucking do it. And that's how I live. It's like, you don't want it? I'm going to fucking get it.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, but it's, you know, I'm scared. What the fuck are you scared of?
Yeah.
I'm scared of what? What's the worst that can happen? Or people say, oh, my parents are here. How can you go away and leave your family behind? What do you mean? What? You're going to let your family keep you here for the rest of your life? That's a bit selfish on their half, don't you think?
Yeah.
You should live your own life. Like, they should encourage you to go fuck off and live your life. Not go, what about us? Well, fucking come with me then.
Yeah.
Don't fucking try and hold me back. You either level up with me or you fucking stay here. It's like friends, man. It's like if you got friends that ain't on your level, fuck them off. Tell them to go fuck themselves. You say, look, bro, I'm on this level. You're on this level. I'm fed up of coming down here when I really need to be up here. Either you fucking level up or you ain't my friend anymore. And it sounds a bit harsh and selfish, but that's how you don't get held back in life.
Yeah.
You get held back by the people that are around you that go, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. What do you mean it's a fucking bad idea? There are no good or bad ideas. Don't get me wrong. Killing someone's a bad idea. That's not good. That's negative. Yeah. However, if someone says, I think going to China is a bad idea, what are you basing that off? How the fuck do you know? You're trying to predict the future before it's even happened. What a terrible place to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I also think the mentality of do it, or people don't want to do something. They just want to have that simple, like, life, as you said, job, and just day to day, just doing the needs, just the normal. They don't want to go out of the box. They just want to stay in that box.
Bro, and that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine. Sometimes I envy people like this because I always need more. Like, it's not more money. It's not more cars. I don't give a fuck about material shit. I don't give a fuck. I dress like I dress as comfortable as I feel. Like right now, I'm wearing some fucking pajama bottoms, a big fucking baggy top, and a hat, and some fucking flip flops. And that's how I will go out today because I'm fucking comfortable like that. I don't wear Gucci and Prada. It means nothing to me. I don't drive $100,000 car. I've got a nice car because I wanted it at the time. And it's just a fucking car. It doesn't matter if it's a Merc, if it's a Punto, if it's a bicycle. If it gets you from A to B, it's fucking doing the job. And that's all that matters.
yeah,
People focus on these things too much. And don't get me wrong, if that is your focus and you enjoy that, great. But I value experiences way more than things.
yeah,
And living the same life, a 9 to 5 in a mortgaged house with a financed car and this, that, or even if you're not working a 9 to 5, you got your own business, but you're in the same place and you're constantly just fixated on making money, making money, making money, making money, making money. And then now and then having a few holidays here and there, it's not enough. For me, it's not enough. I like that fucking, I'm like, right, so if I live for 70 years, I want a family at some point, but I'll take them around the fucking world with me, man.
yeah.
You know? It's like, why wouldn't I? Why would I want to be here for the rest of my life? There's so much to explore. So many different avenues.
There is.
Try
Yeah,
them all.
that is true. It's a whole different way of living, and that's what something why I got interested in being coached by you, because you're just different. You aren't just the basic coach. You're not just like every other coach out there. You're different. Like, you engage with everybody. Your personality is different, and you inspire people. You motivate anyone you talk to do something.
Well, this is how I see it, man. Like having, for example, I'll use you as a prime example because you're one of my clients. And I have no favoritism when it comes to clients. Everyone is equal on a client basis.
Yeah,
Whether I build a relationship outside of our professional relationship, outside of that, that's a different story altogether. However, all my clients, they all get treated the same. Some of them talk to me more, some of them talk to me less. I probably talk to you a lot more than I talk to a lot of other clients because that's just how it is. And I enjoy that. You enjoy that. That's great. But one thing that it's not that I need it or I want it, but one thing that I try to do is, yes, you have physical goals that we are achieving, you know, you have the goal, you want to be a bodybuilder and so on. But, but, outside of that, there's so much more to life. And I like to try and give you the right advice in life as well as in, you know, the bodybuilding world so that you can live a better life and
yeah,
that you're happy. Because I don't care if you're 250 pounds shredded or you're 180 pounds soaking wet. It doesn't matter. The thing that's most important is that you're happy. And I say this to you all the time. I'm like, yeah, your body is important. It's important to feel good in how you in yourself and how you look and how you feel and so on. But if by following these other steps you'll have a better life for it, then that is, I feel that's one of my jobs as a coach,
yeah,
is to kind of try and steer you down what I feel is the right path. It's not even, I'm not even pushing you anywhere. I'm just giving you advice in general so that you can kind of mold your life to be fucking better than it would be otherwise.
yeah. I think that's spot on, because I just, obviously, I don't tell people, but during this time I went through obviously a bad space of motivation and everything, and training and everything in the bodybuilding aspect. I just fell off the horse pretty much. I just
Mm-hmm.
didn't have the drive and the passion for it. But obviously with you there, you helped me get back to that stage. Like, we was like just bit by bit, like week by week, you just helped me get to that stage where I am now. I'm fucking loving every single aspect of this sport now. Again,
Well, this is a thing I feel is very important though, because, and I feel that, and don't get me wrong, this isn't slating anyone. I'm not going to generalize. I'm generalizing this. Sorry, I'm not going to point anyone out because again, I don't know the ins and outs of other people's methods when it comes to coaching. But something I have noticed, especially from clients that come to me from other coaches, is they're like, bro, why are you telling me all this stuff about, like, why are you trying to help me so much on all these other levels? Like, why don't you just focus on my diet and my training? Why are you trying to help me if I'm like in a bad mindset and this, that, the other? Well, it's because all these things correlate. They come together to make one big thing, which is your life. And if, you know, like me, we've been on fucking FaceTime calls for what, hour and a half, where we're just chatting and I'm just giving you all these pointers to try and help you dig you out of this little hole that you're in, where you feel like the world is ending when in reality it's not. You're just being a little bitch. But but it's needed. Like, not everyone has someone to talk to, and everyone needs someone to talk to, because it's very important to unload on someone and have someone who can understand you, who you can confide in, and who can come to you for the right advice.
Yeah.
And they can come to you when when they're struggling with life. And I have an ability which, you know, I like being able to provide that service to my clients. It's because I feel like if your head's in a bad place, it doesn't matter what diet you're on, doesn't matter how much training you're doing, fuck all's gonna happen, man, because your head's gotta be there for your body to follow. Because the brain is the most powerful motherfucking muscle in the body. And if your head's in a bad place, your life's in the shit, then we're like, I'm the type of coach that goes, okay, fuck your diet and your training for a second. What's up? What parts of your life are you struggling with? Now, let's capitalize on these. Let's make these parts better so that we can fucking move forwards.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if those things are overlooked, everything else is deemed pretty much useless. Because I've been depressed and I've had anxiety and I've been in a shit place in my life, and I know how fucking bad it feels. I know how hard it is, and I know how just shit it is to not have someone to fucking talk to.
Yeah.
But I also know how good it is to have someone to talk to. And I like to be that person for my clients if they haven't got that available to them.
Yeah, like as a client, I will say it fucking helps. Like, if I didn't have just to talk to you about anything, it would be very hard to get on, because I don't speak to everyone about everything. Like, if there's somebody you can talk to, as you said, it helps massively, and it has for me anyway.
I'm glad, man. And I just think it's part of being a good human as well, bro. You know, it's like part of being a good human is helping other humans.
Yeah.
And that's why it goes back to what we were saying earlier, is being humble and grounded of your position in the world, in the hierarchy of life, or in the hierarchy of your industry, whether you're an Olympian or an amateur wannabe. I'm no better than you. You're no better than me. We're both the same people. We're just on different chapters in the book of our lives.
Yeah. 100%.
You know.
100%.
So yeah.
Let's move on. Before we move on, how much time do we have left? Just so I
crack on, bro. Don't stress about it. Don't stress.
All right.
Yeah.
Another question is, what do you think are the stereotypes in bodybuilding that you want a fan of, or you think are not, that isn't true, that they're not true? Like, people said, like, any stereotypes
I mean, there are stereotypes that aren't true, because stereotypes were created because they're based off reality. You know, however, I think a lot of people stereotype too quickly. A lot of people prejudge very easily and very quickly in general now, not just in bodybuilding, but especially towards, you know, bodybuilders, models, and anyone who is in the industry of appearance, simply because we always base our judgment off appearance. So when you see someone with muscles, Like, if I've got a shaved head and a beard and I'm walking around in a tank top, I'm more likely to be stereotyped as a roid head, hard cunt, nasty motherfucker than if I was clean shaven, I had a baggy top on, and I was just wearing chills. You know what I mean? It's like, it's normal, because as human beings, we do judge. We base our, we look at someone just like other animals do, but animals do it less, because the fucking fucked up thing about human beings is we judge our own kind. You know, it's like this whole racism thing that's going on. Like, we're all humans. Like, we're back and forth at the same race. Lions look at lions and they think lion. Lions look at gazelles and they judge the gazelle. But we look at each other and we judge each other. It's fucked up on a whole nother level, because we're all the same. We all bleed, we all laugh, we all cry, we all smile, you know? But it's just in our DNA. It's one of those things. It's like, you look at someone and your instincts kick in, survival instincts kick in. You go, what do I think of this person? 3, 2, 1, they're a cunt.
Yeah.
And then that's your opinion of them. Done. But this is why I like to talk to people, because I don't like people basing me on a stereotype. Doesn't bother me if they do. That's down to them. All a stereotype is, when someone prejudges someone, all they're doing is a reflection of their ideology, their philosophy of life, and their ideas of certain individuals. But there's so much more beneath the surface, which is something a lot of people need to understand, is just because someone wears a certain brand, or just because someone, acts, looks a certain way, it means fuck all. Because you could be one of the most intelligent people in the world and look like, I'll use Phil Heath as a prime example. You hear Phil Heath talking, he's one of the most intelligent motherfuckers that I've ever seen articulate. He articulates himself on a level that most people with degrees wouldn't be able to articulate themselves.
Yeah.
And to most people, he's probably just a freaky juice head roiding bodybuilder. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, those stereotypes, what do I think of them? I just think don't judge anyone.
Like,
that's all. That's how I see the matter.
It's something like we experienced it at the gym when you came over here.
Of course,
it happened to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
These are people that I speak to every day, and just get on with them on a good level. And then you came with me, and they're like, "Who the fuck is this?" Big.
But it also, what happens is, it also comes down to a kind of alpha beta, hierarchy. Ooh, this cunt thinks he's better than me because he's bigger than me. No, you feel inferior because you think that I think I'm superior. Where the reality is, I'm so confident in myself that I couldn't give less fucks who you are.
Yeah.
The reality is, I'm just me, and I'm happy being me, so I don't have a need to look at other people and go, oh, fucking, who does this cunt think he is? He doesn't think he's anyone. He's just him. But people don't get that because their own insecurity doesn't allow them to understand that I'm just another person. Yeah. Because they'll look at you, they'll feel threatened because they'll go, he looks better than me. I'm inferior, so I don't like him.
Yeah.
How does this work? Explain this to me. Doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
No logical, no rational explanation. It's just, this person's walked in, they look a certain way, which makes me feel like I'm less because I'm insecure. So I'm going to judge them based on the fact that they make me feel insecure, but they're not trying to make me feel insecure. They make me feel insecure because I'm insecure. Yeah. So their idea of me is a projection of them.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Because if they actually took the time to go, hey man, how do I look like you? Or could you give me some advice? I'm the first person to go, what's happening, my brother? Fuck yes. Let's sit down, let's have a coffee, and let me fucking give you some help. Yeah. Because it's just who I am.
Yeah, that's why being a coach for you was something that was big for you, because there's helping people.
Exactly, man. Mate, if some random person come up to me in the street like, man, you look great, can I have some advice? I'd be like, yeah, what advice you after? it's not like, fuck off, I'm better. No, it's like, yeah, man, I want you to feel as fucking amazing as I do every cunting day.
Yeah.
That's the reason I enjoy coaching so much. It's because it's like, every when I wake up, I feel magical and I love who I am. I love my life. I want everyone to experience that because that doesn't take away from my life.
Yeah.
And that's another problem that people have, is they feel insecure about other people because they think that someone else being, in their eyes, better than them takes away from them.
Yeah.
And that's why people judge. Wow, that was long-winded.
That was a big statement.
But yeah, that's just my views on it, man. That's how it is. That's the reality. Anyone that listens to this and doesn't think so, your head stuck up your own ass, because that's just a fact. All I've done is state facts.
I think the world, or when people look at you, people don't want to see success. People don't want to see.
Not many people do, though, man. I've just had one of my clients now. He wants to start his own business. I sat down with him. I went for a coffee with him. We were like 3 hours. We were chatting, and I was helping him, like giving him my views on his business, how we can make it, how we can start off, make it better. I want to see this motherfucker succeed. You know, I want him to live the life he wants to fucking live. And he went to his boss and he was like, "Yo, man, I'm thinking of starting my own business. Is it okay if I work part-time?" And his boss is like, "Fuck you, cunt." Because they're like, "No, I can't see you succeeding. No, I feel good because I'm better than you. But if you're doing good, then I'm not going to feel good." What? Where the fuck does that mentality come from, man? My mentality is like, I feel great. If you feel great, I'll feel even greater. You know, it's like you feed off that energy. But then it does come down to, as I said, it's losing your ego and losing those insecurities that stop you from wanting to see other people succeed. It's like when I walk into the gym and I'm lifting, and if someone looks at me and they're like, "Oh," and they're looking at me like this, it's because they feel less. And I'm like, whoa, bro, just chill. Like, I'm not here to threaten you. I'm not here to, and I'm not even big. I'm just really fucking good looking. That's all.
Well, yeah, but so many people are obviously just intimidated by bodybuilders. They're just obviously there's something about them.
No, I'll tell you what it is, bro. I'll tell you exactly what it is. The problem is, all right, everyone wants to look like a Greek god, okay? But not many people have what it takes to do it because they lack diligence, they lack consistency, they lack the ability to stick to a plan, they lack the ability to work hard, they lack the ability to have patience, because it's a fucking patience thing, you know? Mate, I've been training for fucking 10 years now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've been doing fucking 10 years to look the way I do. And now I don't look at myself and go, I am God. I look at myself and I would eat myself if I was chocolate, because you have to fucking love yourself. You have to. It's not an arrogance thing. I don't walk around going, look how big my dick is, but I'm really happy with the size of my cock. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of mindset you need to have. It's like, I don't need to flaunt it in your face and throw it at you and tell you how good I am. But inside myself, I tell myself how great I am every day.
Yeah.
You have to. Self-belief. You got to fucking love who you are to get the most out of yourself, you know? So it's that, man. That's what it is. It's like when other people don't have the ability to be in shape or to get in shape because they maybe don't want it as bad as they think. And then they blame other people or they blame shit. They're like, oh, it's just a constant plan because McDonald's tastes so good. I'm like, well, just stop eating McDonald's, you fat cunt, and stop whinging. But then if someone comes up to me and they go, I'm 24 stone, I'm overweight, and I'm really happy, then I'll go, fucking amazing, bro. That's amazing. It doesn't matter if you have muscles, fat, if you're skinny, if you're tall, if you're short, if you have a 2-inch cock or a 12-inch cock. It doesn't fucking matter. The only thing that matters is that you're happy with yourself. Man, I went on holiday and I made fucking best friends with this guy who was like 25 stone, overweight. And I was like fucking jacked by the pool, the only cunt with any kind of muscle by the pool. because it was in this family resort. We were completely different people, but I don't judge people based on their appearance. And I think this is a thing people forget to understand as well, is I think they feel like anyone with a good physique is judging their appearance instantly.
Yeah.
And it's not the case. I don't care. It's like people feel like people in shape, people who are out of shape think that people in shape only care about other people's appearance. It's far from the truth. Like when people come and they go, like I've had it so many times when people go, I used to go to the gym, see, and I'm like, I really disk you. Like I actually don't care. Like isn't just gym. Like you can talk to me about geography, you can talk to me about anything you want, and I have way more in my brain than just the shape of my body.
Yeah.
You know, so they have, it's an inability to look past that physical appearance, and then they're like, oh, I'm not in shape, this person is judging me. And it's like, no, man, I'm just doing this for me. I don't give a fuck if you're fat, skinny, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. It's just the way people look at people. Like I've never had that. Like hopefully in like 5 years time, I have a 15-year-old guy come up to me and ask what I asked somebody when I was younger. Like,
Of course they will, man.
like obviously, hopefully one day will happen. Like, because like when I asked the first bodybuilder I ever saw, what did you do to look that way? And every time it was, 6 months a day, train every day, and I've been doing it for 10 years. My mentality was, I'm fucking ready. I want to start right now. I don't care how long it takes. But a normal person, if they say, like, they want quick results, that's something you learn over time. Well, it's not quick. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. But if you tell somebody, oh, this body takes 10 years, every day, diet, training, there's just that. And they'll be like, oh, but I wanted an abs.
But the problem is as well, is there's like a lot of, there's a lot of stigma around steroid use, for example. And like a lot of people think that because steroids is a taboo thing, that it's like be all end all and it's what gets you in shape. And then the day you take steroids is the day you realize that the steroids don't do anything else you do. And then you're like, oh shit, I actually have to work hard now. What the fuck? You know? And I think that's when people go, oh, I could do that. I could do. No one asks your opinion. Like, no one cares. Like, the only person that cares is you, and that's why you're pointing out, because you feel insignificant right now because you're unhappy with yourself. And all you're doing is trying to tell me that I look this way because I take steroids, when I know full well I don't, and your opinion I could give less fucks about, but you're trying to kind of reassure yourself that you're still okay, when in reality you're just feeling inferior.
There are probably so many people have said, I could look like that if I took steroids. Like,
of course,
famous quote. Like,
mate, I say the same thing back to all of them. I'll pay for yours. I'll give you the same stack that I use. I'll pay for it. And if you don't look like me in 6 months, I'll give you 6 months. This is a long time. Don't look like me in 6 months. You give me 3 times the money back. Done. You are. Use 300 quid's worth of gear. I would
love to see that. Some random non-user given 6 months with a stack of steroid usage. And so you've got 6 months to look this, like, you give your way of what you want to look. And
I'll give him, mate, I'll give him my diet. I'll give him everything. I go, in 6 months, you don't look exactly the same as me. I want 3 times my return. So that's £300. Actually, do you know what? I want 3 and a bit. Give me $1,000. Yeah. And they go, that's all they do. That's all they would do. They wouldn't even say words because they'd have nothing to say. They wouldn't be able to go. They wouldn't go, okay, because they'd look at me and go, fuck, it clearly isn't the gear, because this cunt wouldn't give me 300 quid's worth of gear for nothing. He knows he's making $1,000 out of this. You know what I mean? So they go, and then they probably walk off. And they tell all their friends how they just told you. I told him. Fuck you, motherfucker, go mess with me, motherfucker.
That's the thing, is that, like, obviously, yeah, people do think it's the steroids, but it's not. It's the consistency, diet, and training.
Mate, anyone that comes up to me and says, what are you taking? I say, train like me, eat like me. First of all, fucking train like me. Come and do a session with me, son. Let me put you through a session. I don't care if it's fucking arms. I don't care if it's fucking legs. You will be crippled and will not be able to finish.
Like
I will end you.
also, when you came here, this is for the viewers. You came here for a week to train me for like the whole body, and by the end of the week, my whole immune system shut down completely, and it was
No,
going on, and I literally just couldn't. I was in bed for like 3 days. I just couldn't move. I was sick from my sick. I was shitting myself. I was cold.
disclaimer. My intention wasn't to cripple Dylan. My all it was I went out to Portugal for a week to train Dylan and to basically show him how to bodybuild. And it was right. This is the intensity with which we will be training. And it was kind of the intensity. Well, it wasn't kind of, it was the intensity that was needed to see the progress that Dylan wanted. And that was it. I didn't take him, like, it wasn't my level of intensity because I understand that he wouldn't be able to deal with that, but it was pushing him to his limits. It was like, where are your limits? Oh, so you think you're done. Sorry to break it to you, bro, but there's still a lot more in you. He's like, how? I'll show you. And then once he'd seen that he was able to finish after, it's like half through the session, it's like, wow, are we done? And then it's like, no, there's more to go. He was like, fucking hell, fucking did it. And then once, I remember you saying, once I left, there's a whole new level of intensity that I'm taking to the gym now.
Literally.
Like, I got to step my game up, man.
Like, I don't think people know the level. Like, the most normal, probably people who goes to gym, they hit a 12 to 15 rep range and they wait a minute and then they go again. Like, if it's 20 reps, it's not actually 20 reps. There's like 5 or even possibly, if you have to, 10 more in the tank. Like, honestly, it was back day, we were doing rows, single arm rows on the machine, and we did like 20 reps each time. It was like 35 kilos. And we did some couple exercises before that, and I was fucked. I was like already fucked. And I got to the number, to like 20, and I thought I was going to drop it. And Josh came behind me, and he was just like, nope. And I was like, all right, okay, fuck it. It's probably 2 more. It's probably 2 more. And I went for another 7. And by the end of it, I was shaking. Like, literally, my head was shaking. I had a red head. I was just like fighting for my life with this row, like each rep. And I was like, that's
obviously as well. This is all like, we made sure your form was on point. We made sure that every aspect of training was covered. It was form, it was intensity, it was tempo, it was rest periods, it was everything. It was, when you think you're done, you still got to go. And when you think doing it right, do a bit better. It was that kind of thing. I need a quick piss and I'll be back.
Oh, cool. Just whilst he is gone, I will let you guys know quickly that this will come out on Saturday, or you'll probably be watching it today. So today is when it comes out, and I will be filming after this comes out. Whilst you're watching it, now on there will be hopefully a week video in between of the next video to come is a day in the life video. So that will be the next topic or the next video for me to do. And then it will be a training video and so on, and just keep your choices.
Excuse me for taking a piss break.
No, it's all right. I was just telling them what's to come on my channel whilst you were gone. I have to film a day in the life video next week.
A what? A day in the life?
Yeah. 4 meals. And then I'll do a training video separately. That's another video to come as well. And more podcasts.
Fuck yeah. And then when I can travel, I'll come out and then I'll kill you for a week and you'll film it all.
Yes, and I will bring up a puke bucket to the gym because that's what happens.
Yes. Fuck yeah, man. Have you got more questions?
I've got a couple more. How much time do you have? Like, so we can time this properly.
Oh, like 10 more minutes or something.
So if it's 10 more minutes, I'll do one more question.
Because otherwise it'll be too long. Because it's already going to be an hour now.
Okay, so we'll do one more question. I'm going to give you this question right now, and then we'll move on to the 5 with other questions to finish it off, and then we're good.
So good.
Next question. Just looking through them.
Doesn't he look cool with his little Mexican tash and goatee combo? It's like a little Mexican convict in his fucking orange jumper, isn't he? It's like, hey, gringo, I stabbed this one person one time.
My shit. I don't know. Like, I've got so many questions.
Anyone you want, or make one up, man.
No, there's one. I don't know because most of some of these questions are like I've put on here a year. Oh, no, this is the question. Sorry. 3 years ago, did you think that you would have sponsors helping you with your career now? Like, did you think that would happen 3 years ago?
Yeah.
You'd be on stage right now.
Yeah.
You would. You did.
Yeah, fucking right.
Like, did it happen so soon for you? Was it your first show? Was it when you won a show? Did it just come on?
No, it was. It was actually. So my first year competing. So I won my first show. Came 6th in the British in my second show, and that was cool. That was like the start. That was natty then. And then the year after that, I got 2nd and 3rd in 2 different shows, which were just qualifiers. And then the year after, as well. It was like a little supplement shop.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then after them, they were working with Dorian Yates Nutrition.
Yeah.
And Dorian Yates Nutrition approached me and said, "Do you want to become a sponsor of that?" And I said, "Yeah, that's cool." So then I worked with both of them with Body Power, did Body Power with Dorian, and then was with them for a bit. But they were really inconsistent with it was nothing to do with like Dorian himself. Like, obviously he's got people that run the fucking shop for the company for him and shit. But it's very consistent. Wasn't really happy with the treatment I was getting. They offered me a job. I left my job to take a job with them, and then the job fell through, so I was left jobless like 8 weeks before the British. So then I had to live off my savings up to the British. Won the British, had a really good year in bodybuilding, won the British, top 3 in the world, won the NABA UK, like fucking smashed fuck out of it. And then I got approached by another sponsor, Overdrive, who were sound as fuck. Yeah. And I knew a lot of the athletes, and they were very highly regarded to myself. Worked with them. And then I was working with them for a while. And then after that, it's when I got approached by Strom. And then ever since Strom, it's just been Strom. And ever since Strom, it's only going to be Strom. And I fucking love them.
Yeah, they're a great company. Like, I think the first time I tried
everything
that their products is just top of the line. Like, I spoke to Richard himself, the owner of Strom, and it was like just the best products I've ever used. And then they have been.
And it's not only the products themselves, it's the owner, it's the athletes, it's everyone who is part of the brand. They're just excellent. And they allow me to be myself as well, which I like a lot. Like, I couldn't be with a brand that tells me not to do this, not to do that. Don't post this, don't post that. You have to post this many times. You have to do this. I don't like being told what to do. I like to just do my own thing. I do it pretty well. So if I'm able to work with someone like Strom, with someone like Rick, who just is like, just be you, that's the best part. It's like, just be you. If you use other supplements, tell people that you do, because Strom isn't the only fucking supplement company on the market. I just don't tend to use other products because I really like Strom's products. But if I do, then I'll tell people about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But 3 years ago, I knew I'd have sponsors by now. I knew it.
Yeah, like does a sponsorship come naturally, or do you have to be like looked or have a following on social media? Does it work in a certain way, or does it come to you if you're doing well in the sport?
This is what Rick said to me. He said, I watched your Instagram and I didn't find I found that I wasn't just flicking through your stories. I was actually watching them. And I thought, if this person can keep me engaged, then I'm sure they can keep everyone else engaged. And not just that, he's like, you're going to be the next big thing out of the UK. And I would like you to be part of my brand for that. And I was like, yeah, that's great. So I think, regards to sponsors, you have to have a personality, have to be yourself. You don't have to be the best, but you have to be able to engage with people. Like at the end of the day, you're representing a company, and that company is always going to want you to be able to engage with your followers so that you can promote their brand that much better. And that so people that do engage with you, they obviously trust you, so that when you're talking about products, that they believe you and they buy into it. But it's not that I promote things that don't work. It's just I'm very honest with how I talk about things.
Yeah.
It's like if someone says to me, what are the best supplements to use? And I'm like, well, have you got your food on point first? Have you got these other things? Because if you haven't, you'd want to look at those before going into products. But if you have got that on point, then I recommend these products. And then people go, oh, sound. Do you use them? Yes, I do. Do you think they work? Yes, I know they work. Fantastic. And then they'll move on to buy the product, you know?
100%. That's the right way of thinking. And that's because that's something that I would love to have in the future is obviously a sponsor, because sponsor goes a long way as well.
Of course, man. I mean, it helps. It definitely helps. But I mean, I don't, like I don't get anything like there's no real benefit for me with being with Strom. Like, obviously I get supplements and so on, and I have whatever deal I have, but there's no money. I don't get paid, like everything I do for Strom or every time I promote them, it's not because I'm getting money from it. Like if people use my code to get free shipping, I don't get percentage of that. It's just so they can get free shipping. That's it. Like there is no ulterior motive. It's just the fact that I believe in the brand. I really like the ethos behind the brand, and I want to push that brand because I would like to be a part of that brand's success. I really fucking like them. That's it.
100%. Yeah, that's the right way, really.
You're getting tired now, aren't you? I've talked a lot.
I'm looking at my these are the would you rather questions. 5
Shoot.
rather questions to obviously finish off the video. All right. First one is, would you rather crap your pants in public once a year or every day for the rest of your life in private?
Crap my pants in public.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
That's
Mate, look at this way. If I crap my pants in public once a year, well, I didn't know it was coming. So I'm just walking down the street and I go, oh crap. Oh shit, I've shit myself. I would just take my pants off and I just carry on walking down the street.
That's a good question. That's a good answer. Where's that one? Would you rather be eaten alive or tortured?
Probably tortured.
Tortured.
I mean, being eaten alive is a form of torture. The word torture is very open. So it's like, would you rather be eaten alive or have bamboo shoot stuck between your fingernails and your skin? Then probably bamboo shoots because I wouldn't really want to be eaten. I think being eaten would suck massively. Like if imagine like something like knobbling at your toes and then really making its way up your leg and then the other leg, and that'd be a long procedure and you'd be alive for a long part of it. So I don't think it'd be a very good option.
It wouldn't be, no. Yeah, it was either like be eaten by a pack of wolves, obviously being eaten, that's this being a bit eaten alive, or be tortured by, you know, somebody with like putting nails between the toenails and hitting with a hammer and waterboarding them and just.
I mean, it depends really. How long am I tortured for, and how long did it take them to eat me?
It's a hungry pack of wolves in the winter season. I don't know, and it's Freddy Krueger torturing you.
Well, I'd probably die quickly if it was the wolves, then, man. I mean, a hungry pack of wolves, would probably rip me to pieces before I knew it.
That's true, yeah. Or a bear. It's a bear.
Mate, bears are fucking. Do you know how fucking tall grizzly bears are on their hind legs?
They're like 9 feet, aren't they?
Man, they're fucking 8 feet tall, right? All right, but get this. Do you know how fucking tall brown bears are on their hind legs?
12 feet.
12 motherfucking feet tall, bro. And do you know how heavy the heaviest recorded brown bear was?
Like 1,200 pounds.
Over 3,650 pounds.
3,000 pounds. Fucking hell.
Mate, that's like 1,500 kilos.
A lot. It's a lot of
The
weight.
average brown bear weighs like 2,000 pounds or 1,800 to 2,000 pounds.
It's a lot of weight.
Fucking crazy, bro. Polar bears are nasty cunts as well.
Yeah,
Polar bears, them motherfuckers, bro. Fuck me.
They're more vicious.
God, you're fucked if you find a polar bear. Well, if you find a polar bear, I'll be impressed, but still, you're fucked.
Would you rather lose a toe and gain a finger, or lose a finger and gain a toe?
Which finger am I losing?
I don't know. You're losing your middle finger. I don't. And then you're gaining a toe.
If I lose this finger,
Yeah.
I'll gain a toe. It'd be hard to put shoes on, but I like being barefoot anyway. Because the problem is, all right, this is the thing. It depends what toes I'm losing as well, right? So if I lose okay, here's it. If I lose my middle toe, then I'd rather lose my toe. So I have my hands able.
Yeah.
But if I was losing my little toe, then I wouldn't. Because without your little toe, you lose all balance. This is a fact. It's a fact.
Would you rather? It's brilliant. It's amazing.
What is?
You're so scientific on would you rather. It's amazing.
But it's good. You're asking me logical questions here, you know? They may seem irrational. They are irrational. There's no reason behind them whatsoever. No. But you have to approach them with a very logical and rational reason.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't want to lose my thumb because then I can't pick things up. I'd basically be a dog. But if I lost my little toe or my big toe, then I wouldn't be able to walk properly because I'd be all over the fucking shop.
Your feet would be like that. Be like that.
Literally. And then you'd be like, fuck. So, yeah, I'd probably lose my middle toe. I wouldn't mind losing a middle toe.
That's all right then.
Because I like my hands.
Would you rather have your partner or somebody vomit in your mouth whilst you're kissing?
Right.
Or be shat on whilst having sex?
Where they shit then?
And for the shit, I'm not talking about they're into shit. I'm like, you're fucking them and then they just shit whilst you're fucking them.
Do I get shit all over me?
If they shit on you, it depends on what position you're in, really.
Well, I'd fuck them in a position that doesn't get shit on me. It just goes on the bed.
If they're in cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, you're being shat on.
Wow, reverse cowgirl, and then all of a sudden they shit all over your fucking midsection.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, that'd be off-putting as fuck. I'd probably but then again, if someone vomited in my mouth, I mean, I'd probably go, I don't know, man.
Because I think the vomit is a really it's a bit it's rude because is your breath bad? Is it that bad?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, what you got to think about, right? If someone shits on you, they're just shitting on your body, so you can just clean it off. But if someone pukes in your mouth, that's inside your mouth. You got to taste that shit. You know, I'd probably rather be shit on if I'm honest with you, man. Not gonna lie.
Fair enough.
Because the thing is, as well, I mean, both scenarios could happen in real life. That's true. But I think if someone shit on me while I was fucking them, I'd just be like, I fucked you so hard, you shit yourself. That's funny. But if someone puked in my mouth, I'd be like, that's a bit shit. Like, you don't do that to someone. Like, you should pull away and puke on the floor if you're going to poo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I fuck someone hard enough for them to shit on me, I wouldn't be mad. I'd just laugh and be like, it's a bit...
The goal.
Pardon?
The goal of somebody's.
Exactly, man. Now my goal is to fuck someone as hard as I can until they shit themselves. I'll let you know the outcome. Episode 2 with Joshua Kinsey Club. I'll be like, so this is what happened.
She's there like...
She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm like...
This is chill. Where is it? Would you rather be naked everywhere you go at all times?
Dan, naked everywhere I go at all times. I don't even need to know the second option. What is the second option? I'm curious now.
Or every time you have sex, there are people in the room watching.
Oh my God, that's even better. Either or, I'm not mad, mate. I will get naked anywhere, and I'd happily fuck someone in front of everyone. So honestly, that is not even like that's like you take a kid to a candy shop and he likes everything there, and you go, you only allow one thing, and he goes, I don't care what it is because I love it all.
Oh God! All right, this is the last one to finish off.
Go on.
Would you rather lick a donkey's ass or a rhino's ball sack?
Probably a ball sack, man. Yeah. Like the way I look at it, it's just the ball sack is skin. The asshole produces shit. Donkeys don't wipe their ass.
No.
Hashtag logic. Hashtag rhino. God, I go from giving like super in-depth, deep life advice to then telling people I will fuck anyone in front of anyone and lick a rhino's ball sack. Fuck it. It's all part of the experience, guys.
Part of the experience.
Mate, gotta love it. That was fucking...
That obviously wraps up the video. So obviously, thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you've gotten through the whole video without leaving it.
I doubt they would, man. I was really interested through that. So
really, this is a great podcast.
If anyone watches and doesn't get to this point now, then honestly, they're never getting anywhere in life.
I want to see people taking their photos if they get to this, because when you go on the stats of YouTube, you can see how long people have watched it for.
Yeah, I get you.
And the most was like 5 minutes, and I had the first one for an hour and a half. I was like, oh shit, like they're gonna miss so much of the topic.
Fuck them.
Anyways, thank you guys. Please like and subscribe. All of Josh's links will be in the will be below. So go check him out and give him a follow and look what he's doing on Instagram. I'll be back with another video next week, and I hope you have enjoyed this one. Don't know what else to say other than
like and subscribe, and if you don't, you're a cunt.
You heard the man. You heard the man. You have to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.